Three beautiful crayfish for lunch.
I've literally travelled 1,000 miles.
Oh yes! Look at the size of it!
G'day and welcome back to another episode, coming to you from a little island out on the Great Barrier Reef. Fran and I have been travelling up the east coast in our little 17-foot boat, just living from the ocean. So we've been catching our own tucker, and as we've pulled in here, we've noticed some beautiful bommies out the front that are likely spot for crayfish. So it's getting on near lunchtime. We're going to throw a mask and snorkel on, see if we can grab a couple of crays.
Three beautiful crayfish for lunch.
Here we are, a couple of beautiful crayfish just in the shallows out the front. What we're going to do, about lunchtime now, we're going to do one up in ceviche, so just straight in lemon juice. I'm going to save two for dinner tonight. I'll show you how we do it. All right, to get the meat out of this beautiful little crayfish, I'm going to tail him up onto the back, work your way around. You've then just got a tail of meat. You want to cut that open, cutting away from yourself down, flip him over. This is why you need a sharp knife. I do like these Victorinox knives, they're a pretty strong blade. The meat then comes out. Sometimes it comes out easier than others depending on how recently he's taken his shell off. Away comes the meat. They do just have, like a prawn's got a little poo chute, they've got one of them as well, so you want to avoid that. Now, chop him up fine. Right, it all goes straight in the tub. And then ideally this would be better with fresh lemon, but we've been at sea pretty well 2 months now. It does do the same thing, not as well, but hey, it works. So then you want to leave that for about 20 minutes. The idea is the acidity in the lemon juice will slowly cook your crayfish. We'll put a bit of salt and pepper on it as well if I can find it, and then that'll cook it to about a medium rare stage, and then get it into you. A little bit of salt and a bit of garlic. So all the crays here where we've been finding them, they're all in really, really deep holes. I don't normally like to shoot them. We are allowed to shoot them here in Queensland with a spear gun. And we only do it if you, first of all, you can see the cray and notice that his tail's not tucked up. That means he's got no eggs and he's all good to take. So they're the ones we're targeting, and yeah, if they're really deep in their holes like that, there's zero chance you can grab them. So that's when the gun comes into play. All right, bit of garlic, lemon juice and salt. Mix it all up and see how it comes out. So that's how it turns out. After about 20 minutes, you can see it's that change of color, medium rare style. What I'm going to do, chuck him on a cracker. There we go, see how he turned out. It's really good. Just when you feel like you've found the most isolated, beautiful island, look at the high tide line. There is plastic, 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 thongs, rubbish, plastic, plastic, plastic. Just looks like a garbage dump. We'll do our best here to collect as much of this as we can, but the reality of it, if we tried to collect everything on the beach, we'd sink the salty dingo on the way home. Look at all these, are all the microplastics down here. This little bit could literally kill a seabird or a turtle over and over and over again. The animal dies, the plastic lives on, and then the cycle just continues. It's so sad. So as for the problem with plastics, I'm sure everyone's kind of heard that, yeah, plastics are a problem, but I guarantee it's so much worse than you could have ever imagined. I mean, out here so far from, here we go. Oh, too smart for you. So I was saying before a little gremlin tried to scare me, the plastic problem's so bad, but if you do want to do something, how you can help is obviously use less plastic yourself. Stop buying plastic. All the big companies, if we stop buying plastic, they'll be forced to change what they're shipping out their product in, using more recyclables and that sort of thing. The other thing you can do is get behind charities that are against, they're fighting the fight of the war on plastic. Sign petitions, all that kind of stuff. Tell your mates stop using plastic. We've got to spread the word, because as you can see, it's just we can't keep going like this, eh? It's so bad, so bad. Seychelles, eat your heart out. So we've just pulled in on one of the neighbouring islands as to where we're camping, and just got out of the wind. It's really windy, so we're kind of restricted to this little bay, but no complaints. It's beautiful, white sand, clear water. We're gonna have a bit of a swim, and then there's some beautiful reef flats here, so we're gonna get the popper rod out and see if we can flick over the reef flats and catch a fish. Well, we need to for lunch, so hopefully, fingers crossed. Let's go catch some fish. So we've just spotted this sand cay that runs in between the two islands, and generally speaking, sand cay is a really good spot to catch trevallies and queenies and those sorts of fish. So Fran's locked and loaded. She's going to cast a popper and hopefully have a bit of action. I'm going to get the drone up and see if we can't spot some fish. Blue of a parrotfish. Can't believe that tusker hit a popper. Nice. Hey, good job. Around, we've got a beautiful high tide here, as you can see. So I've got this crystal clear water in on the mangroves. I'd been warned by a couple of mates that there's crocodiles on these islands. So I was just keen to come and have a bit of an explore and see if I can find any. And also maybe catch a fish while we're at it. Oh, hear that? It sounded like a barrowbuff. What's that behind it there? What are they? They're jungle perch, are they? They almost look like jungle perch, but we're obviously too far out at sea. I'll try that again. Here they come. Oh, get the hooks. Yeah, yes. It's a nice fish, eh? Hey, oh, beautiful little trevallies in the mangroves. Man, that's so much fun. Catch and release with these guys. Thanks for the good times, mate. Whew. Man, this water is crystal clear, eh? You can see everything. Oh, there's a long tom all over it. Get off it, mate. This is kind of where I've been told that there's crocodiles on these white sandy little beaches here, which is, oi, oh, I got a poor man's marlin. Little long tom. Look at him go. Man, these things have got the craziest teeth. I'll show you. Check out those teeth. These guys are one of the few fish that will actually try and bite you, so do be careful. Off you go, mate. Along with a barracuda. Barracuda are really bad for it. Oh, that actually is a barracuda. That one, we don't want him. Speaking of barracudas, look at him mowing it down. No, haha, too quick for you, mate. Had a really fun morning session exploring around the islands here and doing a little bit of line fishing, but overall it was a little bit quiet. Fish didn't really want to play the game, so we've suited up. We're gonna go see if we can spear some. This one was absolutely perfect. picture perfect. So I'm just going to fillet this fish up. A couple of little ants been into him, but he'll be right. So we normally just cook straight on the fire grill, as you guys would have seen, but we did bring a fry pan as well. I think it took us about 3 weeks until we used the fry pan, but it was a really nice luxury. And I just found myself really craving some breadcrumbed coral trout. So that's what we're going to go for today, hence why I'm filleting this guy up. How's that for timing? Just as the sun's setting on another day, coral trout fillets are filleted, skinned and boned. That's going to be our tucker. How good. Fran's got a fire going up there as well. Looking good. What have we got here, Fran? Talk us through it.
We got coral trout in breadcrumbs.
Yeah.
With a little bit of seasoning.
And what else have we got?
We got perfectly cooked chips.
Wow, give yourself a wrap, why don't you? Chef?
With a little bit of chocolate bits.
That's alright.
But just so crunchy and soft inside.
Perfect.
Perfect.
Fish, chips.
Got Shiraz.
Shiraz, don't mind if we do. Oh, how good, that's perfect. Look at the fire's going so... Oh, can you get that Tupperware out of the fire?
Hey, sure.
Quick, that's our last one. I hate it when this happens.